Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to the new vlog of a beef and arable farm out here in Loma, Montana. So I'm out here in the field doing a bit of raking, or merging I guess. Just decided to, pick up a camera and start recording today. Don't really know what we'll record, how much we'll record, and all that stuff, but here we are. We're getting some farming footage inside the cab of the old Kubota M8. We got an Oxbow merger on the back. It is peak haying season here in Montana. As you can see, we got a baler sitting over there. It's actually maybe a little bit of a unique baler. Maybe a lot of you haven't never seen one of those before, but it's a self-propelled baler. It's by Vermeer. It's actually a demo that they sent our way. So the guys were just out here with Dad, showing them how to run it while I was merging this field. They got a few rows done, but they were having a few issues with it, so there it sits. I don't really know exactly what the issues were, but hopefully they'll get it figured out. I'd love to give it a go myself, but we'll see how that goes. It's gonna be busy year, or busy time of the year for us, because we got crops about ready to go that we need to start harvesting too, so there's going to be that as well. So we're really trying to push to finish up hay here. This is our last hay field that we'll be baling and all that good stuff for the cattle here this year, or I guess this summer. We'll have another cutting around the fall time, but yeah, this field has actually been yielding pretty good. Not sure how many bales exactly we got over there. I'm sure Dad knows. He likes to keep count of everything. He's pretty particular about that kind of stuff, so here we are doing a bit of farming. So I figured I'd just check in here with you guys again. I don't know how much we're gonna be doing of this, and just, watch these guys on YouTube, and you kind of think to yourself, well, maybe I could do that. So I got the okay from the rest of the crew here on the farm that I could post some videos. I know it's kind of some personal information every now and then, but they gave me the okay, so here we are. We're gonna give it a go, and we'll see if it sticks or not. But I know there's other guys out here in the Montana area, like Walkers and Tony Fast, that do some stuff. So maybe competing with them a little bit, but got a little bit of our own thing going on as well. I don't think those guys do much cattle, if at all. I know Walkers don't, but so that's going to be a little bit of a different thing for you guys to watch. So I hope you guys enjoy, and we're going to keep going. This is a pretty big field here, pretty big hay field we got here, so we'll be out here for another hour or so probably, and I'll probably check back in with you guys here at some point. It's going to be a nice big pile there. So yeah, thanks for coming and hanging out, and hope you guys enjoy this first video on the channel. Nearing completion on this field. Been closer to 2 hours compared to 1, what I thought. It's just pretty thick in some areas, so you gotta kind of be slow in some of these areas with picking up these smaller windrows. We've had the merger bunch up a few times on us, so we've had to get out and kind of unclog that. which is not always fun, but it's part of it. Just means that we got a good crop. So, hard to be upset about that. Don't always like driving over these already road swaths here, but sometimes it's kind of hard to get around it. Baler will be fine picking it up. And kind of just drive over these ones and just form it into one row since they're small. And I thought I saw Dad's truck come down the road towards that baler again here just about 20 minutes or so ago, so hopefully they're got figured out what they need to get figured out and they can get going again on that. So we're gonna head over there and chat with him quick. We'll take her down the road, I suppose. Chat with him quick, see what he wants us to do next. I'm thinking that he's gonna want us to head back, start getting combines ready to go and make sure everything's going on those. Grain cart, even semi trucks and stuff ready to go. I'm thinking he's gonna want to try some of the crop, at least the wheat, here this evening. If I know my dad enough, I think that's what he's gonna be. I think that's what he's gonna be wanting to do. So we'll head down here, flip our flashers on, and our beacon. Since we are on the road. We'll just pull up here and see if we can pull him aside quick. Get an idea of what he wants to do. Alrighty, we'll pop back in the tractor here and we'll get spun around. So yeah, they were having issues with just the pickup itself. One of the things that why we were interested in that baler is that they say it should be able to take down these bigger swaths easier and with less issues, but I think they're kind of proving themselves wrong there. So I don't know if Dad's going to be too impressed with that, but yeah. So obviously we didn't record a conversation with him. He's got to warm up a little bit, you know, to the camera and stuff. So maybe eventually we'll get him on camera. But yeah, so we're gonna head back to the farm, just a few miles up the road here. So this hayfield's actually down in kind of a valley. Our farm actually sits right on top of one of the breaks here, just east of the Missouri River. Cool thing about this area is that there's a lot of terrain differences, which I personally love. My family, we moved here. My dad, he's a first-generation farmer. Actually, he built all this. Moved back here. He moved out here in the late '70s. And as a younger guy, just married and started farming. He purchased some land, rented some ground from people, and just kind of made a few connections and got going on building a farm here. So yeah, we farm quite a bit of land now. I'm the second son, so I actually have an older brother that I assume is probably gonna take over the reins here at some point. I don't know if there's any plan. I mean, I'm gonna be working on the farm as long as I can, but I would also, I would kind of like to start my own little farm as well, and maybe branch off. So we'll see how that goes. But this YouTube thing is kind of my plan for that. You know, see if it can take off, and maybe we can use the income or funds or whatever from some of this YouTube stuff to help us start our own little operation. So I'm thinking that we're just going to start with a few cows. We got a little land ourselves just outside of town. Personally, I live in town, so I commute out here to work every day, and it's not super far, but it is a little bit of a drive. So just a little history about our farm. You guys get to know me a little bit. You get to know the farm a little bit as well. Well, this is our farm here. We're the only ones up here on top of this break. Call these the breaks. No, I actually don't know why we call them a break. Maybe I should figure that out, but it's just a very large flat area. You'd think that we're just in a flat area of the world, but you head a few miles down the road just to the east here or the west here, yeah, you'll see that we're not. So he said to just park it up here at the main farm, and we'll get it moved back down to the cattle yard here at some point, but we got to get some machines worked on. My brother, he's been tinkering with the combines all morning, so we'll check in with his progress. Yeah, looks like he's got the heads out. Got the cloth sitting there outside of the shop. Nothing in the main bay here, but we'll just swing this over here out of the way. Right here for now should be good. That's Mom and Dad's house. That's where I grew up my whole life, so pretty cool backyard place to grow up in. If you see the views, it's a pretty cool area. So, but anyway, I'm gonna go check in with my brother, see what we need to do, and we'll pick you guys back up here in a bit. So we just got done finishing up getting this combine ready. This is our 9870 STS. She's been on the farm for a long time. Dad bought her brand new back in, what, 2008 or so, I think is about the year that these were brand new. So yeah, we've had her for a while, but it's been good. It's been a really good machine. Just chews through the acres, really reliable. But yeah, so we got that done, which is good. I pulled the cat into the shop here and got the auger wagon hooked up to it. Made sure everything was working with that. So that is ready to go as well. So next thing is, while my brother finishes up here, I need to head down to the cattle yard and bring home the semi-truck that is hooked up to the bale flatbed right now. So we're gonna do that and head down to the cattle yard. Probably should get another semi-truck here at some point, but you know, it's just money, right? It's just money that we got to spend on a semi-truck. Hardly even need to look out here. We're pretty much the only ones that run these roads. Very rare do we see anybody else up here. So yeah. So now, like I said, head down this way and you can see it certainly isn't flat land around here. Head down to the cattle yard. You can see the cattle yard in the distance, actually. Yeah, just driving through the breaks now. Some of this area we do and we haven't in a while let cattle loose out here. Right now we actually don't even have a full lot at the moment. We just sold off a bunch of steers recently, so we do have some open lots right now, which is all right. We don't always have a full lot. We'd like to have a full lot, but price of cattle right now is pretty steep. The margins are pretty low, unfortunately. So we're waiting right now to buy any more cattle at the moment. This is our field here. This is our barley field. I spend a lot of time down here. Pretty much this is what I do every day. I report down here about 6 a.m. and I'm kind of the cattle guy. I guess that's my role. I'm the cattle guy. I take care of the feeding. We do a lot of hauling as well, cattle in and out. So that's kind of our role. But yeah, here's some of the cows. So these pens back here are cow-calf pens. You can see some of the calves in there. We got some heifers in here on this side. The other side isn't even full. There's nothing in the other side. And then we got our steers here in the front. We do have a full lot of steers right now, at least on the front line there. So yeah, this is the cattle yard. We were working on grinding some bales here this morning. So we'll just pull the truck up next to the weigh scale. We do like to weigh everything pretty much. Pretty much everything gets weighed. Anything that comes in and out of here gets weighed. If it's bales or crop or anything, because we do feed some of the crop that we grow to our cattle, actually. So we need to get this old girl unhooked. This flatbed trailer. Looks like the glad hands actually are unhooked already. Sorry about that cut there. We did grab a phone call quick. Just some guys that we buy cattle from. Like I said, I'm kind of the cattle guy, so he was trying to get a hold of me. So just chatting with him real quick. But yeah, so we're heading back up to the top. We it is tough sometimes getting our upper bottom trailers up these hills here. It's definitely needs some power under the engine. This one has plenty of power. We do a lot of hauling with this. This one hauls most of our cattle as well. So yeah, it's a job sometimes getting a full trailer up here full of crop. So yeah, we have bins down at the feedlot, which we do try to keep. We have crop down there. We try to keep it down there. If we have crop up here on top of the brakes, we do keep it up here as well. So try to navigate the hills a little bit logistically. So yes, this is our field here as well. Most of these fields are ours. There are a few, like this one just here at the end of the road is not ours. Another guy farms it. You actually can see his bins pretty far away. Once we're down at the cattle, his bins overlook the valley over there to the west. Alrighty, so we'll navigate this back in here. We'll get that trailer hooked up, and then we're probably going to start moving some machines to the first field, which is exciting. We'll have to check on Dad too. I don't know how he's doing with that baler, but hopefully he's coming along with it. Alright, we are just pulling out of the yard now. In the STS. All fueled up, maintenanced up. Oh, I didn't close the door. Ought to do that. Ready to go. So my brother is following me in the old Scottsdale. We have an old Scottsdale service truck. Yeah, he's got the head behind for the combine, and we're just moving down here. We already moved 2 trucks down already. we did have a check-in with Dad. He is going on the baler still. He might call her a day here soon so we can get another combine out in the field. Hopefully. And yeah, so love Dad and my brother are usually on the combines. I will be on grain cart today. We do have a guy named Tony that comes up from Kansas every year for summer harvest to help us out. It's just kind of a tradition. Him and my dad knew each other for a long time, and comes out, runs grain cart some, runs truck. Mostly, he runs quite a bit of grain cart, but this is actually going to be his last year doing it, so he's, we're getting a little bit of a head start, so he is not up here yet, but he comes and stays with us for a month or two, and, well, he stays with Mom and Dad for a month or two, and helps us out a little bit, so that's always fun to see him. So probably we'll be doing more trucking than anything here this year, and then next year I think we're going to be being promoted a little bit more to grain cart operator. So I've done plenty of it in my day. It's just, you know, we're gonna have to get on the other side, aren't we? Excuse me, sir. I need to get this close. We'll get the head on and we'll catch you guys here once we get going. So there he goes. I'm just trying to look a little bit for some header loss and if anything's spitting out the back too much. It's actually looking pretty good. Might have him tighten down the sieves a little bit, but should be good to go. So he's gonna start working on headlands. Like I said, we got the 2 trucks down here. I need to get the head unhooked, bring the grain cart down. Probably by the time we get down here again, he'll be ready to go, or ready to unload. So usually in this field we have our trucks parked like that on the side. Probably didn't pick the best spot here on the side. They're a little tippy there, but we usually just unload over the fence here into those trucks. And we usually swing our header trailers up into here. For the time being, nice open space to just park them so they're not on the side of the road. There we go. That'll do for now. Yeah, now we're gonna head back and grab the grain cart. Once Dad is finished or decides to call it quits, he's gonna pop up to the farm and grab the other combine. And he'll let me know, and I'll probably call it and go grab the head for him as well. Or maybe he'll grab the head and then drive back and grab the combine. I don't know. We'll figure out the logistics later. It doesn't really matter that much. So yeah, we'll probably just catch you guys here once we're finally in the field doing some work. So I did actually forget with this new grain cart that we got here. We install the hitch onto it for this exact reason right here. So we can pull the head down to the fields behind the grain cart when we're a little bit short-handed. This is perfect. I have to back up the grain cart though. Just wanted to make sure that head was on relatively flat ground so it doesn't go rolling away. Probably should have threw some, I don't know, a rock or something in front of those wheels, but I think it'll be fine. So yeah, this Demco grain cart is actually brand new to us this year. It's the first time running it for us. And that brother of mine is ready for a unload. It's pretty much chuck full over here on the southern corner of this field. So we're gonna zip over here as fast as we can, get him unloaded. And then I think we're probably gonna throw the drone up, get some drone footage. Grabbed it from the shop when we were back there, as I actually forgot it. Get some drone footage and until we need to go assist Dad with whatever he needs assisted with to get the next combine down. So. Alright, so we are just rolling in here to dump this truck into the auger and then into the bin, obviously. I had quite a bit recorded, and then I went and checked the recording, and it had some pretty bad sound, so we're gonna move this a little bit. I'm just gonna swing it this way just a tad, so it makes it a little bit easier for us to drive it into. There we go. That'll work. Hop back in the truck. And we're gonna have to fire up the old deer there. See if we're close. Gotta back up a tad. That should work. We'll fire up the tractor, get the auger spinning. We should be dumping. Should be. Should be is the key. There we go. Oh, we're dumping on the floor. Well, that's not what we wanted. Shoot. We're gonna have to get the loader over here and get that going. I'm gonna have to ring Dad and tell him it's gonna be a second. That wasn't what we wanted. Gonna have to get the shovel out too and start shoveling some of this out. Yikes. That's not a great start to harvest. We got enough moved out of the way now to where we should be able to give it a go dumping again. I sure would love a new front loader. Has a little bit more range on it. I mean, visibility on it. Range would be nice too. Alright, we'll get this bucket out of the way. And we'll see what we can do. Again, hopefully... hopefully we can make it work this time. As you see, we still got some barley on the ground, but they have another full truck already, and grain cart's filling up, so we gotta get into it and get going. Not much time for horsing around right now. Probably too far. No, we're just dang near right. There we go. Are we loaded? Are we unloading? Not looking like it. Now why not? Why don't you want to unload? We're hooked up. Is it something with this? No, it's with the auger. It's in the auger. Alrighty, so we're gonna get this truck swung around here. We're gonna pull in here and we're gonna back it into the field approach on that side. Sure wish I could see out of my mirrors a little bit better. It's a bit of a... Probably should just be turning around. Just whipping her around, probably, but... Let's get out and check what we're doing. Just gotta start backing it. Just gotta start backing it this way. That'll do. And Dad told me to swing it down all the way down there because that's where we're going to start working. My brother's going to run back, or just going to finish this headland, and then he's going to work his way back down to that end. And then my dad's going to shuttle me back to that next truck, and I'm going to go dump that one. So yeah, while he dumps me here, I think that's going to be it for this video. This vlog, our first vlog on the channel. Just want to say thank you guys for watching, whoever does actually tune in. And just want to make sure we're getting under that auger enough. And yeah, we'll catch you guys in the next one. There's gonna be plenty of harvest footage to go. I think we just gotta... We're gonna have to focus up here over the CB. My brother was saying that he was feeling like he was having some issues with loss on the STS there too, so we might have to shut that down and check that out for a second as well. So just little intro to the channel. Hopefully things pick up and we can really get into the grind of harvest. But for now, thanks for coming and hanging out with our first episode on the channel. We'll catch you in the next one, hopefully.